Konnichiwa. This is Monica from the Henschel Quartet. I'm the violist, and I'm so happy to announce to you that my quartet, the Henschel Quartet, will return to perform 7 concerts in Japan in autumn. For us, Japan has developed like the second musical home. For a long time, we are celebrating 30 years ensemble history this year. And actually, the 30 years mark this group when our cellist Matthias Bayer entered the family, siblings, the Henschels. And our history in Japan dates back even longer. We were very fortunate as a young quartet being at a masterclass of the legendary Amadeus Quartet in London to meet Kazukisawa himself, the primarius of a famous Japanese quartet, the Sawa Quartet. And when we met in London, he asked us whether we would love to come to Japan. And in fact, we did. He invited us to come to Japan to perform with the Sawa Quartet, and later even with the Sawa Quartet and the remaining 3 members of the Amadeus Quartet. And all this happened before we met Matthias and before we had success at the Osaka International Chamber Music Competition. So our roots in Japan, they were found at a very early stage when we were really young. And for more than 30 years, also we are celebrating 30 years. We have long-term friendships here with the audiences, with the promoters, with our fellow colleagues from other ensembles, and with young groups. We're now teaching, for example, at the Geda University when we come for a guest masterclass. It is a great, great opportunity that we can be here in autumn and come back to the many, many wonderful experiences we have here with the people from Japan, with the audiences. And we will bring some very typical Henschel Quartet repertoire with us. If you look at the history of our ensemble, one of the most early recordings we did was all the Mendelssohn quartets. And when it was released by Sony BMG, the audiences said, well, this is maybe your profile repertoire. And we thought, well, yeah, we were a young group to record it, but it seems it really remained, now that we are matured, it remained in a way profile repertoire. So we will of course bring Mendelssohn with us. I was thinking a little bit about how come that this driving forward music is a profile repertoire. I think the truth is, if you know the Henschel Quartet, our profile is driving forward. It doesn't matter how mature we get, we're still driving forward. And another measurement we all take, all the professional quartets in the world, Beethoven, it has been always like the highest mountain to climb when we played the cycles. And we will of course bring Beethoven with us, the Razumovsky quartets number 2 and also 1 in autumn. We will have Schubert with us, and they were young when they composed Rosamunde, which is on the program. Schubert was his end 27, 28, the only piece he heard performed live when Chopin Sicht performed it for him. And it's just, you can hear this freshness, and still the genius was at full blossom at young age. The same with Mendelssohn, as you know, a very young man, full blossom genius when he was so young. And even the Razumovskys, we know Beethoven's pictures when he was a bit more at age, but the Razumovskys we're going to perform, he composed when he was maybe 36 plus minus. So You see, the striving forward is what we are and what we seek also in the music, and we hope to see you in autumn.